He would have walked in this stairwell.
The next place we went into is Bethlehem. Bethlehem is just 5 miles south of Jerusalem. It's where King David grew up at. It's also the birthplace of Jesus. Bethlehem is surrounded by walls. The people do not like it, but it is there for political reasons.
It was opened in 92 by a German doctor, the SOS clinic down there.
This is Bethlehem,
Dr.
where
This is not Herodias.
Jesus was born.
It is Herodias. That's the Russian pilgrim house, right?
Hey, welcome to Bethlehem. How y'all doing? This is the Church of the Nativity. And this is the site believed by both Jerome and Helena, mother of Constantine, that this is the spot where Jesus was born.
This is not the original floor. The original floor you're going to see shortly. It's mosaics. This is also not the original shape. The shape was octagonal. When the grandson of Queen Helena renovated the place, he made it like the cross. The head of the cross is over the grotto, and there is the side. This is facing the east also. Notice every.
This is where Jesus was born. Right? That spot is where Jesus was born.
The next place we went to was Hebron. Hebron is south of Jerusalem.
I'm standing and I'm looking out over the ancient city of Hebron. That was the original capital of Israel. This would have been David's home place. For 7 years he ruled here before he went up and took the city of the Jebusites. That's also, if you look at the strong structure towards the middle, that's also the structure for the tombs of Sarah, of Rebecca, of Isaac, of Jacob, Joseph, and Leah.
That's Rebecca's tomb, and right over here, that's Rob, my buddy Rob, and right over here is Isaac's tomb. Isaac's tomb, Rachel's tomb. Go ahead.
Standing in front of Abraham's tomb, we're in the vault. His bones are back behind me. We're inside the shrine.
Speak
behind
loud.
this wall is the Jewish quarter of the shrine. And behind here are the bones of Jacob, of Leah, and Joseph.
What was the second one?
Jacob, Leah, and Joseph.
And Sarah. He forgot to say Sarah. But anyway, this is Abraham's tomb right here. The next place we went into is Jericho. Jericho is the oldest city in the world. Here are some video clips.
Jerusalem to Jericho.
Okay, we're standing on the plains of Jericho. Behind me is the Jordan River, just about a mile that way. And then the Bible tells us that the Israelis crossed opposite Jericho. That means they would have crossed right through here. But unfortunately we can't go there. Well, we could, but it's Jordan now. So we have to go through the border, and that's a hassle, so we're not going to do that. But this is where it happened. It's also the place where John would have baptized Jesus. I'm standing near the real original Samaritan house alluded to in Jesus' parable about the Good Samaritan being beaten up, being left for dead along the side of the road. But to my left is the highway from Jerusalem to Jericho. So this is the area that Jesus was talking about in his parable. That undoubtedly is the inn that he was referring to. Still in Jericho, I'm standing on top of the Jericho Tell Mound. And this is the city that General Joshua of the Israeli Defense Forces, one of the first towns they took when they crossed over the Jordan River. The town sits on a low-level plain just off the Jordan River at the base of the Judean wilderness.
I would video some of that. That's pretty amazing. But see, this would be like the center.
You are in the longest cable ride in the world.
And this is what we just came up. We came up to this cable car, and that's Jericho behind it. That's all Jericho down there.
This is believed to be the mountain that Jesus was tempted on.
Go.
All right, we are in the great city of Jericho. And the spring below me is the spring of Elijah. This is where it's believed that Elijah came during the time of drought, and he was fed by the spring until eventually the spring itself dried up. All right, we're standing in Jericho in front of Zechariah's sycamore tree. This tree, over 2,000 years old, this is believed to be the tree that Zechariah could have been climbed up into when Jesus walked by. So.
From Jerusalem, we drove over to the Dead Sea, drove down to Engedi. This is where David hid from Saul. And this is a mountain where Saul was in one place and David was in the other side of the mountain. But look at all these waterfalls. That's why David came here.
We're still in Engedi, and
That's why David came here, because of the water. Plenty of water here in the desert.
This is where he would have been hiding along these waterfalls.
There's another waterfall there. Calm down. Another waterfall there. Hey David, get up! Time to go, buddy.
Saul here?
Saul's on his way, man.
Saul's looking for me again.
He's looking for you again.
Got it. I'm out of here.
Oh man, look at that. This is nice. We're in kind of like a little cave here. Look at it. This would have been a nice place to, I don't know if David slept here or not, but it would be an awesome place to hang out at. Got all this waterfall. We're still in Engedi, and this is where David hung out at. This reminds me of Silver Falls. Has all these different falls and all these little caves in here. Hansons, I'm thinking about you guys. I'm telling you, it's just like the Silverton Park. I always say almost the exact match. Has all the different waterfalls.
I'm standing at the mouth of David's cave, the cave of Adullam, where David was hiding with his men inside, and Saul came in to relieve himself, and David cut off a corner of his cloak to let him know that he could have taken his life, but he didn't. You can see by how loud it is in here with the waterfall that they probably didn't hear David's men in the back. Caves are normally very quiet, but this one has the roar of the falls right at the mouth of the cave, so it makes sense. Then they go in the cave. There's Joe Man. We're climbing the canyon out from the cave. All right. David, I'm gonna kill you! I don't even hear me! I'm gonna kill you, little pansy! Sitting on a rock just outside the cave, about 100 feet this way. This is the route that Saul's men would have taken to chase David around the mountain, possibly, definitely. Saul came into that cave or nearby cave, and David spared his life. David later climbed up on top of a rock, could have been this one, who knows, and showed him the torn piece of his robe that he'd cut off, and said that he could have taken his life, but he didn't because he wouldn't want to touch the Lord's anointed. So anyway, this is the route that they would have taken to chase David.
And that's the Dead Sea.
Is the Dead Sea, yeah.
This goes
Engedi,
right.
the wilderness of Engedi, that's where we're at. It is absolutely gorgeous. I could live here. This is beautiful.
We're at the Dead Sea. You can't float. He's floating. Hey, put your hands up in the air.
Which way to Jerusalem, bud? Out on the ocean, because you can't swim. You just kind of have to just go with the flow. I gotcha.
I'm on top of the Mount Sada, and we're looking east at the Dead Sea River, or Dead Sea, or the Salt Sea.
We went from Jerusalem to the Dead Sea, and from the Dead Sea all the way down to Eilat. And from Eilat, we drove 3 hours into Egypt to Mount Sinai. Right there is Mount Sinai, right there.
Hello from Egypt. We are in Egypt, and behind you is the Red Sea on the other side. We are at the incredible Rock Sea Resort, and it's my good friend Kali, and he's driving us around the Red Sea. We're going to be at Mount Sinai in about an hour and a half, but first we're going to have some food, so that's what we're doing here. If you
Climbing Mount Sinai. We're on the camel. This is my camel, dude. This is my buddy Rob.
Hey! Hallelujah!
It's freezing up here. You think Mount Sinai would be hot? But it's freezing up here.
It's cold!
It's cold. We thought it'd be hot, and we wear our shorts and tank tops, and it's like freezing up here.
Hey!
So here's where we're going up. That's my buddy Rob there.
I can't see, man. I can't turn around. There he is. There's the Joe man right there.
Turn the other way, Rob.
This way. Right there.
Good.
Okay, we're about 3,000 feet up. We left the camels behind. They were too slow and we're losing daylight. We're still going up there. It's about 5 o'clock at night. Feels like it's about 30 degrees, maybe 25. Very cold, but we're gonna make it. The Joe man is freezing to death. He didn't like the camel ride one bit. We got a ways to go. We're breathing heavy. We're gonna make it though.
About, I don't know, little over 1/4 of the way. It's just getting dark. It's about 25 degrees. It's freezing out here. And this is where we're going. We're going to up top of that mountain there. It's way up there.
I'm here with my friends, Ahmed, Yosef, Mahmoud, Hosni, and Khaled. My friends are making some tea for us. We pour water for tea. I'm about ready to die because I am not as tough as I thought I was. My face is probably beet red, but that's one heck of a mountain. What a surreal experience with the stars out. I cannot believe that I'm here. So my friends have taken good care of us. We have a little fire, and we're going to have some tea. I don't know if you can see me, but we're just below the very crag, right just above me, about maybe 50 feet to the summit of Mount Sinai, and we're at the very top. It's very, very, very cold. Joe Man and I are very, very exhausted. All right, we made it. We are at the top of Sinai. It's about 7:30 p.m. and we're at the very, very tip top of Sinai here, and I'm exhausted.
Too
So
dark.
we're going to try to do our descent in the dark. This is unbelievably farther than I ever dreamed it would be. Anyway, it's freezing up here, but whoa, I got a call. What the world?
What's going on, buddy? What
I
are you
don't know,
doing?
I got my cell phone. I don't know what's going on.
What's going on, buddy?
Verizon's got service up here.
Oh,
I'm getting a text message.
Oh, what does
It
it say?
says, "Thou shalt serve the Lord your God, and serve him only shall you serve."
Oh, that's what it said.
Whoa!
Who'd it came from?
I don't know, man.
Must be God.
I'm here in the cleft of the rock, still coming down Mount Sinai. It's pitch black. We got the stars above. I don't know if you can see the stars, but we thought we got lost. We got turned around pretty good, and we thought we were on the wrong path. We thought we were going to go clear. We have to spend the night, you know, in a Bedouin hut or something. So anyway, we're on the right path. Finally, we're there. There's the end of the trail. That's St. Catherine's Monastery. They got a light on. Not exactly a Motel 6. We're going to try to make it back, book it back to Israel from Egypt. So we got about 3 hours.